Hello, 8th grade health class. Today, the lesson is on water and how it is pure and simple. The outcomes and objectives of today's lesson is that you'll be able to identify the health benefits of drinking water, identify reasons to reduce consumption of sports drinks and caffeinated soft drinks, and increase water consumption. In the end, you'll set a goal to increase your water consumption. There are two parts, so we're going to begin with part A. And how long do you think a person can survive without eating food? And how long do you think a person can survive without drinking water? So think about that. And the answer is that most people can survive for about 3 weeks without food, but only about 3 days without water. And so what does this fact tell you about the importance of water? Well, that water is pretty important. All right, you're going to do a quick true and false quiz. So if you could have a piece of paper and a writing utensil available just to jot these down. I'm not going to collect them, but I would like you to write down your responses. So the first one is the recommended amount of water is 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. You can just write down true or false or T or F. I'll give you a second to respond to that. And hopefully you responded with true. 6 to 8 glasses a day may sound like a lot, but each body system depends on water to work right. For example, drinking too little water and getting dehydrated will sap your energy and make you feel tired. How much is 8 glasses of water? The amount that would fill up 8 milk cartons from the school cafeteria. All right, number 2. Bottled water costs as much as it does because it is tested more carefully and more often than tap water. So respond whether you think that's true or false. And that is false. The very opposite is true. Tap water is tested more often and more strictly than bottled water. Yet bottled water costs anywhere from 240 to 10,000 times more per gallon than your tap water. If you drank 6 8-ounce glasses of bottled water a day for 1 year, you'd spend over $500. I can think of a lot of other places I'd like to spend $500 or on a lot of other things than buying water. All right, the next question. Bottled water does a better job than tap water of carrying nutrients to cells in your body. And that is false. Tap water carries out this important function just as well as bottled water does, and you don't have to pay for it. And the next one, drinking the recommended amount of water a day can help reduce problems with acne and pimples. Should have answered true. Your kidneys, liver, and bowels usually take care of toxins in your body. But if these organs aren't working right, your body will try to get rid of the toxins through your skin, which can lead to pimples and acne. One way to avoid this is to drink the recommended 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. And the next question, flavored bottled waters that contain vitamins are a better choice than either plain bottled water or tap water. You should have answered false. Most types of flavored bottled water, whether they contain vitamins or not, also contain added sugars. The best thing to do is to drink tap water and then get your vitamins from foods. This way, you'll be taking in fewer added sugar, helping yourself maintain a healthy weight and saving money. Last true or false question. While you're doing any type of exercise, you should drink a sports drink instead of water. So last question, true or false? And you should have answered false. In a few minutes, you'll find out why you should drink sports drinks only in certain situations. So hopefully you answered those 6 true and false questions correctly. But if you didn't, that's all right too. Now you know. All right, so we are going to go through a case study. Everyone will respond to me about the case study of an imaginary student who is going to be new to New Buffalo Middle School and needs some help from you. Your task is going to be to come up with a detailed advice for the student. You're going to plan out your advice, decide exactly how you'll say it, use what you've learned from the quiz and some fact sheets that I'm going to show you shortly. And then you're going to share your advice with the class. So you're going to share this on Schoology under assignments where it says case study. You'll share your advice there. All right, so our student, new student is Jesse. Jesse started going to New Buffalo a month into the fall semester. From the very beginning, everyone liked him. He was a funny guy. He didn't even seem to mind when someone gave him the nickname Power Boy. He got that name because he's always drinking a sports drink, whether it's hot or it's cold outside, and whether he's indoors or he's outdoors. Jesse played on the basketball team at his old school. He says drinking the sports drink made him a better player. He wants to play basketball at New Buffalo, but he's told his friends how worried he is about making the team next month. He says the move to a different school is part of the reason he's gained weight and lost some of his speed on the court. His friends never see him getting any exercise except in gym class, but they don't say anything to set him straight. They don't want to bring him down any more than he already is. Lately, Jesse hasn't been as funny. In fact, he's been in a funk. He says it's because he's broke all the time, but his friends think he's feeling down because of the tryouts next month. So that's about our student, Jesse, and we'll come back to that. So I want to share with you some fact sheets on beverages. And this first one you'll see is a nutrition facts label for a sports drink. The ad says that sports drinks replace fluids you lose when exercising, but in fact, sports drinks are needed only if you've been exercising heavily for more than an hour or in very hot weather. In any other exercise situation, all the sugar, sodium, and potassium in sports drinks do you more harm than good, and water is what you really need. The next bullet says, too much sodium, more than 1,900 milligrams a day, can cause high blood pressure even in people your age. This 32-ounce bottle contains 480 milligrams, or 25% of what you need. If you drink sports drinks regularly when it's not really hot, you're not exercising heavily, you're going to be getting too much sodium. Next, the high sugar content in sports drinks can lead to cavities. This 32-ounce bottle contains 12 grams or 3 teaspoons of sugar. And the last bullet point says some sports drinks are 94% water. So you're paying a lot of money for what is mostly water. The next fact sheet is on a cola drink. So again, you can see the nutrition facts label. And the information here shares that you can feel the effects of caffeine for up to 6 hours. And caffeine can wreck your sleep. It can cause dizziness, give you a jittery feeling, cause you to have anxiety. If you're already feeling stressed or anxious, caffeine can make this worse. And for some people, it can even make a headache even worse. Consuming as little as 100 milligrams of caffeine a day can cause you to become dependent on it. If you quit the caffeine, you may experience withdrawal symptoms, such as getting headaches and feeling tired or irritable. So we'll talk more about being dependent and having withdrawal symptoms when we talk about drugs. But dependent means that you depend on that substance. So you depend on caffeine. And withdrawal symptoms include things such as headaches and feeling sick, maybe being angry, or could be tired. So those could all be some withdrawal symptoms from caffeine. The acids and sugars erode your tooth enamel. The sugars can lead to cavities. Since caffeine can lead to dehydration, it's best to avoid caffeinated drinks while doing intense exercise or when it's really hot outside. Caffeine may cause the body to lose calcium over time, and this could lead to bone loss. So diet soft drinks, a lot of people think that diet soft drinks are okay because they don't have any calories in them, so they should be okay. So it's true that they don't have calories, but they also don't provide any beneficial nutrients for you. Also, most diet sodas, they have caffeine, so that will keep you up at night, making it difficult to sleep. They contain artificial sweeteners, added dyes, also things that cause tooth decay and keep your body from absorbing nutrients. Some studies have shown increased risk also of diabetes. So for these reasons, diet soft drinks are not recommended for children and adults. All right, so part B. So you're going to continue working to finish composing your advice to Jessie. So using those fact sheets and the true and false questions, I want you to work on coming up with some advice to Jessie. So again, using the quizzes and the fact sheets, and you're going to share your advice for Jessie with me on Schoology under the assignments, under where it says assignments and case study. You'll share it there. Just some quick key points. Sports drinks are needed only if you've been exercising heavily for more than 1 hour or in very hot weather. Water is the best choice. Too much sodium a day can cause high blood pressure even in people your age. If you drink a lot of sports drinks, you could be getting too much sodium. Sports drinks have high sugar content and can lead to cavities and getting your body out of energy balance. Some key points on caffeine. You can feel the effects of caffeine for up to 6 hours. It can wreck your sleep and cause dizziness, feeling jittery or anxious. Consuming as little as 100 milligrams of caffeine a day can cause you to become dependent on it. You could experience withdrawal symptoms when you quit. Caffeine can lead to dehydration, which saps your energy and can make you tired. The acids and the sugars in sodas can erode your tooth enamel, causing cavities. So we're going to finish up today, and I'm going to want you to set some goals for yourself. I'd like you to pledge to do your body a favor by drinking more water instead of soda drinks or sport drinks. Recording down right now, how many glasses of water do you think you drink a day? And I want you to work on increasing the amount of water you drink a day to so many glasses. So if you think you drink 3 or 4 now, I would like you to try to work on getting it to 6 to 8 glasses a day. And I want you to record down some places or situations where you can drink more water. During physical activity, possibly, maybe in between meals, with meals, when you're wanting a snack. Sometimes I tell my children, try drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's just that you're thirsty. So I want you to, be thinking about this on Schoology under assignments and so it's the assignments is the heading, and then it's goal setting pledge. I've wrote these all in there. You're going to answer these also on Schoology. So your assignments for this week are conducting your advice for Jessie. I'd like you to think about that, use the information in this PowerPoint, and come up with some suggestions and things that Jessie can do. And then also your goal setting pledge, how much water you drink a day, how you can increase it in places or situations where you can drink water.